Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tail of the tape. And getting set to fight, it's G-Force, George Davey. He comes in at 180 centimeters high with 184 centimeter reach. And he'll be facing Shawn Showtime Porter. He weighed in at 147 pounds on the button. That's the welterweight limit. He's 5'6" tall and has a reach of 70 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
George G-Force Davey. This young fighter out of the United Kingdom certainly has a bright future. Shawn Showtime Porter fighting out of the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, USA. This welterweight world champion looks to get back on top.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from York, England, here is George G-Force Davey. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime Shawn Porter.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. It's bombs away. The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You'd like to see more jabs. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Davey in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Okay, focus. Big, deep.
Here we go for round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Good counter punch. No rest for the weary. Nice work to block that right uppercut. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Davey in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like...
Come on, you've let that.
The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Couldn't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Throws the uppercut but misses. The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Davey in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Well done with that counter shot. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Good counter punching. Got out of the way of that right hook. Can't score with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Davey in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who... Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Davey in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout with...
Let's start the 6th. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. George Davey just got wobbled. How did they not go down?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
George Davey just took a big shot. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters. Whoa, wait a minute. George Davey in some serious trouble. Disaster averted.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Davey in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win.
And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you get nervous...
Whoa, John! What a shot! Davey hits the canvas! And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? George Davey just took a big shot. That was the... Whoa, wait a minute. George Davey in some serious trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
George Davey just got wobbled. Let's talk about Davey in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good work out there. Good job.
And there's the bell for round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Only catching air with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. George Davey goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Listen to me. Are you okay?
to be careful for that receipt. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.